and it's France today. I am Sondre Sorhaug, joined by Louis Marshall, and we are the Mong brand.
Yeah, hi everybody.
And today, Marshall, we have two guests with us as usual, and today it's none others than El Truco, the love of Marshall's life, and
I love Marshall
Ponage.
too.
So, if you want to start off with El Truco, then Marshall.
Okay, so hello El Truco, my favourite driver. So it's France tonight, so how are you feeling for France?
There are two options. If it's dry, I have the race pace. If
You're
it's
gonna win
wet,
then?
I'm not saying I'm gonna win. I have race pace.
Okay.
If it rains, see me spin donuts. Just expect me doing donuts.
That'll be funny, to be fair. But if it, yeah, just for you, I hope it's dry so you can win, hopefully. And you've answered one of my next questions, but last week I forgot what track it was Bahrain.
Yeah, Bahrain.
Yeah, you was really close to a podium, I believe. So
Yeah, I was.
do you feel like you could get a podium this race or in the next few races?
I will hope to get maybe a podium this season. I don't think the next gun tracks. I'm not sure which are the tracks, but I don't think the next couple. But I would hope this season to get a podium at least.
Yeah, I hope you do as well.
Thank you.
And yeah, today's track is obviously France. Next week it's Canada. So
Ooh.
that's all I know. I think after Canada it's like Russia or something like that.
Yes.
I'm not sure either.
It
yeah.
is.
So,
Well, we will see. We will see.
and last question. Do you think you and Pointers can both get double points today in France?
We did last week. We'll do it
Yeah,
this
we did.
week again. We'll do it
Yeah.
this week again.
Let's see for a double podium, maybe a 1-2.
Well,
Not biased
let's
at
hope
all.
so, but don't get the hopes too high.
Not biased at all.
Nah, not really.
Okay, Sandra, you want to interview Pointers?
I will. And first of all, hello, Ponage, and well, it's France today, and well, I believe we've seen you at least last week being up there fighting. Didn't really go your way in the end, but what do you think today?
Well, evening, boys. I hope so. Getting a
Morning.
bit faster this week. Morning. Yeah. Last week I was a bit unfortunate. I gave Sven a knock in the hairpin, and that spun me around, and I lost a few places. Managed to battle back to 5th, so double points for me in Choco, which is always nice. I'm going to see tonight and see where I can put it on in qualifying, and then see how Sven, Mescalas, Boomer, how fast they are. Hopefully it'll be a good battle.
Alright, fair
Don't
enough.
forget about me.
Of course, it is a taken. El Troco.
Your teammate, that is. And, well, you were mentioned as one of the probable favorite for the season, and, well, who do you think is your biggest opponents this season?
At the moment, I'm going to say Sven, followed closely by Mescalas. I think both of them have got brilliant pace at the moment. It would have been nice to be a bit further up with Sven last week, but again, my fault. And yeah, so I would say they're my main two rivals at the moment. They're the fastest guy around the tracks. So, yep, them two.
Well, I
Alright,
would say probably Twanok and RDO just for the midfield, or for me. If I don't get but that's the goal.
Well, I think it's a great grid this season. I mean, it's a shame just to name two drivers. I could go on. I mean,
Yeah,
it's been
you
two
can say,
very good races so far, and I'm proud to be in F6 and representing. So,
But it's too early to say, to be honest. It's too
Yeah.
early to say.
give it another couple of races.
Yeah, like
Alright,
maybe
well.
round 5.
Well, fair enough. Still, though, both of you two in the Mercs are we gonna see the Mercs coming into dominance at any point in this season, or do you think you're
I
just
think
gonna be playing catch up?
no. I think last week showed we definitely got the pace to be up there with a fourth and a fifth. So hopefully we'll build on that, as El Treco said. If it's dry, I think hopefully we'll be up there.
And if it's wet?
I'm going to try and be up there, but I'm not as confident.
Expect donuts.
I'm gonna do donuts still. I'm gonna do donuts in the rain.
Alright, donuts. Well, we'll try to catch that in that case.
That's
Well,
practice of China last
still
season.
then, good luck to the both of you for today's race and for the rest of the season.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
very much, boys.
Have fun commentating.
Thank you. And, well, Marshall, it's back to us then, and, well, this season we are lucky because, obviously, F2 is on Monday, so since
Yes.
F2 is the first race of the season, you actually know what the strategy is, so, like, what are the drivers' options for today?
If you're inside the top 10, probably softs to mediums. Outside the top 10, mediums to softs. It's as simple as that.
Alright, well, you say soft to mediums inside the top 10 though, and like, I know from experience that like, it's not straightforward with that.
Oh no, it's not
You may
straightforward.
struggle a
No.
lot with that. So,
Yeah,
but,
in my F2 race on Monday, I pitted end of lap 5 because I think I had wing damage or something for mediums to end. Took the mediums 22 laps and it was so close to getting punctures. So expect pit stops around lap 7, lap 8, then you should be alright.
alright, fair enough. But like, pitting a little earlier for possibly the hards not worth the risk, or
Hards are just too slow.
fair enough. Two stop, not even an option either.
No, not really.
I
If you
mean,
want track precision.
What am I saying? Two stop.
Yeah.
That is the monk side of me. Well, we have a good overview of the possible strategies for today then. And obviously
for
I
once,
now
actually,
know
no.
my strategy for F3 next Sunday.
That's if you don't crash.
What do you mean if I don't? You mean if I win? Or not if I win, but when I do. There we go.
I'm confident.
Well, let's face it, I am gonna crash at some point. I just hope it's in quali.
The bottom hold is back.
It's kind of usual, you know. But
Yeah.
enough about us then, and over to these drivers. And well, what do you think is your top 3 in quali?
I'm gonna say. Hold on, let's see if it's dry first. That's gonna be.
You know, you have a good point there.
Okay, it's dry. So, I'm gonna say Sven for pole. Oh, here we go, got the list. So, Sven for pole. Mesclas second, and Boomer third. I thought that for top 3.
Interesting. Obviously choosing the two guys who's been dominating so far. But
Yep.
Buma though, he hasn't seemed quite on pace at the beginning, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. For
I
me,
believe
yeah.
last season, in F7 as it was, I believe the two Haas guys, Blue Jean and Boomer, I believe they were both up there. So, maybe we could see the same.
True. Well, for me, I am gonna go with Sven on pole, so a little boring there maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna snatch away that pole position today too. Second, however, I don't think we're gonna see Mesclas as good here as he's been in the previous 2 races. I just have a feeling there will be a little bottling. Oh my god, and I just saw Williams cutting his way around the track.
Was that Gaming King for any chance?
I'm not sure, but it might have been. But anyway, though, I think
Oh no,
we'll
it's a
see.
Betty. I'm on board with him.
Oh, I think for second, I'm gonna go with the Renault of Cablo. I feel like he's kind of getting up there again, but still struggling a little. But I think he'll get it together today. And third, Tsvanak.
Good shouts there. Like the Renault guys, like Morris especially, very good in qualifying.
Why didn't I say Morris?
Then obviously El
Wow.
Truque said his pace is pretty good in the dry, so he could be up there. Pornage is a good shout, championship contender. Foggy's returning tonight in a Ferrari. Callum Anderson, you never know.
Oh, and I just noticed that one of the reserves who haven't raced yet this season is there today, so that is Lee Wilson in a Racing Point, I believe. As we see that
Well
Buma is
spotted.
starting his lap, so good luck to the new driver then. Could be interesting to see what kind of pace he's gonna be. As Buma is going through the first sector. I know a lot of people they don't really like this track, but I gotta say it's one of my favorite tracks on this game.
That
Has a
means you're weird.
nice. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not the only one. There's a few others. I know
But
Toxic
it's
in
kind of,
F2 and Blizzard in F1 likes it.
yeah. Then there's me randomly loving China. Like,
Yeah.
such a random track, but it's
You're
my
also
favourite.
weird, although China is a good track. As we can see
Yeah,
that Buma has just passed the second sector.
I'm on board with, who am I on board with? I think I'm on board with Gaming King on the hard tyres.
On the hard
So,
tires. Alright.
yeah, maybe just getting feel for the track.
Just to answer you, Jamie, yes, I would believe you. And you have no idea what that means, Marshall.
You don't know what means.
Yeah, exactly. As Buma puts up a 32.7, but Tvanak beats it with a 32.5.
As Doomless,
Let's have a look
there's
at
a
the new driver.
Doomless
Ooh,
only just beat Svanuk. Oh, and there goes Pornage on the softs with a 1:30.7. Almost 2 seconds quicker than Doomless.
well,
That's
to be fair, it is
mad.
well, 2 seconds. That seems like a
Almost
little more
what?
than.
Yeah, 1.8. Like if you want it spot on, or it could be 1.7. But that's a big gap.
It's a big gap.
Um,
I don't feel like that. It's that big of a pace difference between those two tires, but guess we'll see when some more guys go on the soft tires. I can see that Sven and RDO is still sitting in their garage. Cable is out on the soft tires. Lee
I'm currently on.
Wilson is on the medium tires in the last sector now.
Who are you watching? Lee Wilson.
Lee Wilson, yeah.
Okay. In a racing point.
Poor
As
guy.
Cablo's gone second, by the way, with a 1:31.1.
That's quite far off Pornage, though, to be fair, but Lee Wilson with a 34.3, so I don't know. I
Maybe it's
didn't
just a
see any
poor
big
track for him, or a
mistakes,
poor lap.
but
Yeah.
what about Callum
Callum
Anderson
Anderson's, yes.
in the Ferrari today?
Or should we say Aaron Collingwood?
Possibly.
Hopefully not.
I guess we'll know when we see his base.
Yeah, if Callum just randomly does like a 1:28, then yeah, that's a bit dodgy.
2 seconds faster than the next guy on the grid.
Yeah.
Then we know.
I don't think I did a 1:28 in F2, so.
Well, I have no idea. Nonetheless,
I
though,
think
Callum going through the last few corners now.
he's on the medium tyres, so the 1:32.5 is his target.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna hit that target. Is he, or will he? It's gonna be a
The 1:32.2.
132.2, which is third and best among the medium runners right now. Well, it's Aaron then.
Yeah, I was about to say that is Aaron.
Oh,
As a RDO starting a lap, I feel like that's invalid.
well, he's pushing, so we'll stay with him.
Because turn 1 and 2 is so strict.
And as I just noticed, Big C in the live stream chat pointing out another full grid here, Marshall.
Indeed.
can we say the F6 guys are reliable?
Well, I've got a reserve, but that's what reserves are used for.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not like we have 20 reserves or something. It's just
No,
2 reserves driving today, I think, or maybe 3, if Gaming King is...
Lee
Nah.
Wilson and no,
Yeah.
only Lee Wilson I believe is a reserve, and Poggle might be. I'm not sure.
Ardio has boarded his lap, so we'll go over to Sven as he is in the first corner on his lap. And he's definitely not invalidated.
What do you think the pole lap time will be? On the soft tyres, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, that's kind of difficult question, but I mean, Pawnage said 30.7 so far, was it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon Pawnage can probably improve by around 4 tenths around there. I think
yeah.
Sven is. I think Sven is going to be dominant today, so I'll say around a mid 29 to 30 flat.
I'm going to compare sectors between Poinage and Swen, and let you know what they do. So 25-2 for Swen in the first sector.
I hope
Oh,
I'm
okay,
wrong
he's
though.
lost six. Yeah, this is not a great lap from Swen right now. Sector 1's not that good. 27-7 from
No.
Pornage. 27-6 from Swen. So yeah, Swen's probably going to be behind Cablo on this lap.
Been a great lap then. Unless it's. I swear I can remember Sven saying this is a good track for him. Or maybe he
Maybe, oh,
didn't.
that's
But
at
it
least
is
one
a
seconds, but
30.9 though, so he is behind Pawnage.
if he nails the first sector, he'll like be in the low 30s, mid to low 30s.
Oh, but look at this though. Pawnage has just started his second lap here on the soft tires. And he's looking
I'm
to improve.
I'm just on board with RDO, see if he can set a banker lap, because I feel like it's invalidated all of his laps so far. And he's still pushing coming to the last sector, so this should be his first lap.
Oh yeah, RDO.
A 1:31.5, and I think
Interesting.
was there a new set of softs? It might, I think it was.
No.
Was it not? Oh.
He did one lap and he invalidated that one, I think, and then went for another one now.
Okay, let's look at Pornage. Let's see if he's up on his time. His match, well, it's a 10th down on his first sector, but he's 2 tenths up in his middle sector, so he's cutting it fine with his lap time right
It
now.
all depends on his last sector then, if he can get that right.
There's
As
a
he
yellow flag last
comes.
sector, so the cars need to be careful.
It's probably just someone moving over. But
Yeah,
Pawnage
it could be.
then out of the last corner and over the line, and it will be a
One.
30.6 and 1.5 tenth improvement. So not a big improvement there, but well, as you said, he was down. So
Yeah, he could gain like another couple of tenths, I assume. As Mess Glass is a 31.1 in the McLaren. So it's a McLaren 3-4 right now, so that's pretty
interesting.
good. As Callum Anderson's lost the
As
pit lane, it
El
looks like.
Truco does a 131.2, which is
Very
landing him
close.
sixth at the moment, and well, if he's
For
Segra,
safe,
he should be
well,
on the
yeah.
lap. Oh, he is finishing it. Ooh, and that is a tank slapper. Not a big one, but a small one,
A
and it's
32.7 on the
12.
medium tyres.
What
And let's
about,
look at Juho. Juho.
who do you think we get today? Juho Finn or Juho Spin?
I hope we have Juho Finn.
Yeah,
He's had
same.
a tough start to the season,
Oh,
so
but a small lock up into the last corner, though. That is gonna be hurting his time, and he is quite far off right now.
but that was invalid, so
Oh,
he might have backed off a bit.
well, I'm not so sure about that if you look at his ERS, actually.
Yeah, true.
Is there?
Anyone else on the lap? El
There isn't.
Truco? No. Mass Glass isn't, and
Let's have a look at Chuho then, see if he can improve his first sector air.
I
And
don't
that
think he
is,
will
yeah,
be.
no. Definitely not.
Is Fonseca on another lap, for any chance? No, he's not.
Nah. As Callum says, he got this and next lap invalid.
Rip.
Poggle, well, he's
Billy's
at the
on the lap
beginning.
in sector 1.
Alright, well, Billy. Well, to be fair, we didn't mention Billy, but he's also a driver who could possibly be up there fighting up at the front, but
It's very inconsistent.
oh,
Oh,
and yeah, I guess that lap is not valid anymore.
it's still pushing.
Well, there's nobody else on the lap right now. Well, there is
Let's
Buma.
stay on board. It was like pretty much a second up in this first sector.
Yeah, but nah, it can't be valid
Look,
though, can it? Like, he was well off the track there.
yeah, he's 1.3 up, so he's still pushing. But that,
Alright, we'll stay on board with him to see if this is gonna be valid, but
so 1.3 seconds would be a mid 31. So that'll put him around RDO level, I think.
right in the
But he
middle of it then.
could still find time in the last sector, so he could be up there with like Cablo.
Well, let's see, he's coming through the last corner now. So we'll get the answer in a few seconds as it does a 1:31.3, and it's right behind El Truco.
Look how close it is between, well, really, Swen down to RDO, really.
To be fair, the gap between Sven and Ponage isn't that big either. But of
3 tenths
course,
is quite big, to be fair, in league racing.
I wouldn't say so. We consistently see people getting beaten by 3 and 4 tenths in quali, then beating the other guy in race suddenly. So
Usually it's
if it was 4 or 5, then yeah.
mostly, well, some tiers like less than a tenth usually. So 3 tenths is pretty big
Yeah, but
between first and second anyway.
alright, fine. I'll cave.
And yeah, ideas got a good point. Some people are better in the race. Better in race than they are in quali. People just like
Better
quali
in
merchants,
quali
like
than race, you mean?
That's what I said.
You said better in the race than quali.
Yeah.
Yeah, better in quali than race.
Well, you
Oh,
can
you
say it
got
both
confused now,
ways.
didn't you?
You can say it both ways, I guess.
Yeah, you can. I was just trying to confuse you a little, but nonetheless, we have Sabetti then going into the last sector here.
Yeah, so am I, Alamander. I prefer races. I just can't nail a lap in qualifying. I just get too much pressure, I guess.
Bad mentality. Is that what you're saying, Marshall?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I just lock up into turn 1 and just ruin my lap.
Well, it happens. It's very track dependent for me, I would say. As we see that
Sabetti, he's
31-2
a
for Sabetti,
32,
and
sorry, a 31, not a 32. Oh
yeah, I
my
don't know.
god.
You're watching. Oh, and look at this
Oh, he cut that
beautiful
in.
racing.
Oh, thanks Sabetti. Oh, Jesus.
No, wait.
As
Wait,
Oh,
is there
Monaco
any?
just can get in the bin. As Blue Jean retires. Did he
And
crash?
Billy.
Was there any
I don't know.
contact between them?
Shall we see? Oh no, my class is all the way at the beginning.
Lee Wilson yet to set a time, but he's on the lap right now. Oh, sorry. No, I was looking at Gaming King. Lee has done a lap. So, Lee Wilson on his F6 debut.
As Morris has retired from Quali 2.
I think people have just like run out of time, I guess, or run to the last runs. As
True,
Leroyton
and
was
we
a
are gonna follow El
34-3.
Truco as he starts his last lap. We should also well, we have a lot of guys behind El Truco starting laps too.
It's so crucial not to get invalid turn 1 and 2. It's
Oh,
just
it certainly
sucks.
is. As we can see, El Truco going on to the long right-hander before the straight then.
Match this first sector.
Matching, well, to be fair, he could have had a good first sector on his first lap, but it would
Yeah.
have been best if he actually got something there though, but we'll see after the second sector if he's getting something, as it looks like he's almost running a little deep in the chicane there.
I thought he took the chicane pretty well then, as it's still
It might have
about
been,
half a
but
tenth down on his best,
he's
but he
gotta have
can
a...
gain it all in the last sector.
Well, that is true to be fair.
Because I remember on Monday, I was awful in the last sector. I was like 3 tenths off purple.
Well, I guess we'll see in a moment if El Truco has anything to catch in the last sector as he
He
comes
seems
into
pretty
the
quick.
final corner. And what is it gonna be over the line? It's gonna be a
29.30.
31-2 and a slight
Oh, it's only just
improvement.
improved.
What
Did
about
he gain his
Sven
position?
as he's going over the line with a 30.7, which means he doesn't steal pole
And
from
look at
Ponage?
Pornage. Pornage is on the lap.
Oh, he is.
I'm not sure if he's up or
And
missed it.
I am not sure, but we'll see in a moment as he's gonna come over the line
Ooh,
right now with a
130.5.
30.5. And a slight
Hence,
improvement from
Nest
himself.
last. There's a 30.8.
Oh, puts himself up to third.
Game King goes 10th with a 31.2.
And
RDO's not on the lap.
Callum
Callum
Anderson
Anderson.
is coming through the last corner. He's gonna be doing a
Oh, he's backed off.
30.4. Oh, did he
He
see
must
that
have
he
got.
wouldn't get a good enough position, so he maybe wanted...
Maybe
I
he
don't
wanted to
know.
start on the harder tyres.
Well, I mean, if he was about to start from around, I don't know, 10th around there, then maybe not so bad of a decision.
Oh, and Boomer's lost his wheel. I'm on board with Boomer.
Well,
And
that happens.
um, Foggy and El Truco apparently set the exact same time. So, could be a close race between them two. As, yeah, they did. Jeez.
Oh, and look at that. Hello to you, Langfield.
Good evening, or good morning, as I said earlier.
Good morning.
Oh, Ericsson hit Boomer. Okay.
Ericsson. Oh,
You
the
didn't run
moments
through
of
the
Grosjean
grid.
and Ericsson.
Oh, you're supposed to run down the grids, but you forgot, I guess.
I kinda did, yeah.
Mong.
My bad there.
I was
Well,
expecting you
we'll
to.
get through it on the formation lap, so
Okay.
don't you worry.
As it's a dry race.
Oh, indeed it is. That makes me happy.
If we saw FP on Tuesday, it was a pretty exciting race with the rain.
Well, I was racing, so I didn't actually see. I tried to get the stream up, but like, then it went down, and then there was a new stream,
Yeah.
and then I just gave up.
Yeah, it was short notice for FP on Tuesday. Like Jack Tyler, 2 minutes before the race started. Well,
Ow, ow,
starts.
ow, ow,
Said,
ow.
"Oh, I can't
You
make
gotta
it."
give it to him. He did give you 3 minutes.
Yeah. Jeez. How did you not find a replacement in 3 minutes? Come on, guys.
Well, to be fair, I would have usually said yes, but obviously with now racing on Tuesdays, I can't. So,
Yeah, luckily me and the Greenie was there.
well, he didn't get to drive, so ended up doing this. But yeah, I'll
Yeah,
run
pretty
down the
much.
grid then, and we have Ponage down in pole, and every time everyone inside the top 10 are on soft tires. In second place, we have Sven starting on the front row with Ponage. Then on the second row, we have Mesclas and Cablo. Third row, we see Dumlius and Tvanak. Then behind those two, we have FTRL Foggy and El Truco, the famously Marshall's favorite driver. No bias there. And on the last row inside the top 10, we have Sabedi and Gaming King, both Williams drivers in 9th and 10th. Outside of the top 10, we have RDO in 11th, followed by Poggle with both on mediums. Yeah. Then Billy and Boomer, both on mediums there too. Callum Anderson and Blue Jean on mediums. Then, surprisingly, we have V Segura in 17th on soft tires, Marshall.
Yeah.
So,
So he's
that's gonna be
expected to get a
interesting.
good start and
Well, yeah.
get a few positions.
Then, the three last on the grid is Morris Guy, Lee Wilson, and Ju Hofin in 20th on medium tires.
I'm
And with
surprised to see
that,
Morris go down in 18th.
your podium prediction, Marshall.
I'm gonna say Punnage for the win, Swen second, and I'm gonna say Foggy third.
Ah, interesting. Well, I'm gonna say Swen for the win, Ponage in second, and Vanak in third. Oh, and there's a lot
Yeah,
of cars who was disqualified on the formation lap.
yeah, I just noticed that as well.
Well then, Marshall, if you can keep an eye out a little further back on the grid,
Yep.
as we are about to get started. And there we go. 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. And it looks like a fairly decent start from everyone up front, although the Renault Cablo has gotten a great start, and we can see Mesclas on the inside of Sven. Is he gonna make the mistake? He's gonna have to go wide, but he's still side by side with Sven here. Going into
Callum
turn 3.
Anderson's gone round. I think he had a bit of contact with Blue
Ooh,
Jean.
and there is a tap between Sven and Mesclas, sending Sven a little downward as he's getting passed by Cablo and Sabedi. And Sabedi has had a great start, moving up 4 positions already.
Poggle's also got damage. Oh, there's carnage off Audio's round.
Oh, I can see these positions. Oh, but Sven though, he's lost some positions, now he wants to get them back, and he is looking to make a move on Sabedi quite quickly, I assume. And the big winner on this first lap seems to be Sabedi.
Poor start from Swen. What happened to Swen?
Well, he had some contact with Mesclas in turn 3, I think it is. Then he got passed by Cablo and Sabedi to get after getting a compromised line into turn 4. So not a great start. And when look at this, he's actually getting under pressure from Tvanak now, as he's had a poor run through those corners.
And
oh, Tvanak getting really close to the rear of Sven here, and with a good exit, I think we'll see Tvanak try to make a move on Sven through the first corner. He's gonna try to pressure Sven into mid, taking a tighter line. He does, and Sven goes wide, and
that's gonna be a warning, I think.
But that's either a warning or a straight up pen, actually. And look at this FTRL Foggy in the background, making a move on Billy, I think he did.
Oh, okay, Gaming King and Tonic.
Yeah, I can see it. Are we gonna see some mating today then?
Oh, come on, I wanted a PG stream today.
We never get that. But look at this then. Down the long straight, Gaming King right on the back of Tronic, but he's actually losing, even though he's just 2 tenths behind, so either he's
And
running
look,
a lot of downforce, or, well, he wasn't really pushing, but still.
and Billy in P10 and mediums. Let's start from this Alpha
Oh, and
driver
look
from this
at
Salva.
Billy. Billy's getting close to Foggy here. Look at Vistegra starting on his soft tires, moved up 6 positions right now, but Billy
Oh, look at
against...
Billy, yeah.
Oh, and he's looking like he's on a mission right now,
Looking
but
very
that's not the way
feisty
to do it
today.
though.
Just wait for DRS, even though it's going to be a huge DRS train, to be fair.
I might end up being, I'm not gonna lie.
Because when the car in front has DRS,
Oh, and
it's
look at this, Tvanak.
awful.
No, wait, not Tvanak, but Gaming King is close to Tvanak. That's how it was.
I just realised El Truco's had a poor start down in 12th.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's actually one of the biggest losers, losing 4 positions. But obviously the biggest ones are RDO and Poggle losing 7 positions each, and Poggle obviously then quite far behind too.
So Betty's gained 4 positions. Prosegra's gained 6 positions. Morris has gained 4. Lee Wilson's gained 4. Jiho's gained 3. Them good starts on them guys.
Oh, and Foggy, is he gonna go for a move on the Williams? He's not gonna do it here, as Billy goes very deep there in the hairpin.
It's
And
a
he's
penalty.
gonna be put under pressure from the Toro Rosso of V Segura. To be
Prosegra's over his
fair,
back, so
what about
he's wise.
Sven on Sabetti around the outside? And he's gonna
Sven was
turn that
getting this
into a
move done.
switchback. But I think he's gonna have to wait to one of the straights here.
Yeah, luckily for Sven, Sabetti's not in DRS of Cablo, so it should be a fairly simple move.
Oh, and look at that.
As
Sabetti
Sven's
has a
got much
very
better
poor
run.
exit of the last corner. And Sven gets to the inside with DRS. He should be able to pass Sabetti into turn 1. And it's a very straight up move in the end. Oh, but
Then
look at this though. Now
looking for the
Mesclas has
lead.
closed
Yeah.
the gap to Pawnage. And the fight is on Marshall.
Yep, and Doom
Oh,
is
and
all
look at that exit from Mesclas.
yellow flag set to 1. Who is it?
Oh my
I
god, I
don't
saw
know.
Sven almost losing the back end there. But look at this, Mesclas on the back of Pawnage. Pawnage going defensive, but can he keep that position though? He can't. Mesclas goes
Look
a
how much
little
battery
deep.
Mesclas has got. Mesclas is rapid with no ERS.
Oh, he
Maybe
is
he's
right
keeping his
now.
engine temperatures down, which is crucial.
Might be. Might be that Pawnage pushed a lot in the first opening laps too, and well, we are at lap 4, and well, everyone knows the softs are an issue on this track, so we might see actually Pawnage starting to struggle earlier with the softs than Mesclas too.
I do remember, if you're on pads, especially I think, your front tyres overheat on softs.
Oh, Pawnage with a bad exit from the last corner. As Gaming King looks like he is the first one to be pitting then, at least
He has to be going on to
except for the
hards.
guys who went in on lap 1.
But if he's going on to mediums, he's going to try what I did in F2.
Which was
And
not pleasant.
it was not pleasant, but he's changed his wing and onto mediums. So he is doing what I'm doing, what I did.
Oh, well, good luck to him then. As we can see that Pawnage is trying to stay with Mesclas right now, but he's losing a little time.
It's crucial for points just to stay in DRS right now. Wait till pit
It
stops.
is, what about further behind? Sabetti's not going to be close enough. El Truco maybe.
El
Look at
Truco and
El Truco
Visegra.
as Visegra goes
Oh,
defensive and
Visegra.
then just bumps into El Truco.
El Truco should get that penalty removed. That wasn't his fault.
And here is the biased.
Nah, come on, you have to agree with me with that.
I'll
Visegra
agree. I'll agree with you on that one. He did get pushed off there, so I'll give you that one. Still
I'm not sure.
biased.
Yeah, just a tad.
Just at that.
Do you think Visegra actually saw El Truco coming, or was that like a desperate
Oh,
move?
and look
just to
at
keep
this
him behind?
train behind Visegra right now, Marshall.
Yeah, Visegra's struggling and soft.
Oh, and that is Boomer down the inside of El Truco in the last corner.
And Foggy's in.
But I think that El Truco, as Foggy is in, yeah, El Truco is gonna
For
try to get him
mediums as
back
well.
into turn one around the outside on Boomer. The championship defender finally starting to show what gave him that championship last season.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Foggy's pitted so early. Because his tyres are literally going to be dead at the end, at risk of a puncture.
Surprisingly enough, Pollard seemed like he was struggling a lot, but he's managing to stay within DRS on Mesclas now. And we can see that Billy, actually the highest medium runner at the moment, and he's right on the back of Zabetti as he's thinking about the move into the chicane. What about El Truco, VV Segra, round 2, El Truco.
Look at Cablo and Doomlius.
Oh, and V Segra spins, and that is damage for, who was that? Boomer?
I'm not sure, I'm watching the battle between Doomlius and Cablo for P3.
I think it was Boomer.
That's a shame for
Boomer's
Boomer.
wrecked his right side on the front wing, so it's a shame for him. Obviously, starting on the medium tires, he has one choice now, and that is pretty much pit for hard tires.
Cablo's looking punchy in at Renault. The Newcastle fan.
Oh, we have such a feisty battle behind. Oh, and V Segra gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. So, as we see El Truco going into the pits, Van Tvanak, V Segra, Puma stays out with that front wing. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea.
This is crucial. Look at this. Pointage is outside of DRS now. Pointage needs to pit this lap to try and get undercut, unless if
I think he's missed that opportunity. I don't think we'll see Mestas go another lap too. But Cablo, though, he's still in a heated battle with Doomlius here.
Roughly got the same amount of battery left.
And going down the long straight, we can see that Cablo is closing. He's gonna have to go for the outside line into the chicane here.
Oh, Doomlius broke late. Good defensive move from Doomlius there.
Brave on the brakes.
And look at that, you can just see the rear tyres and Cablo's car just giving up. Just wants to slide around.
Blue Jean has passed his previous teammate from last season, Boomer.
Look at this, there's Juho's in the points.
Oh, Juho is doing a good race right now.
And look at him right behind him. Who is that? That's Boomer and Blue Jean. The former teammates.
Oh, yeah. And I think when it comes to Boomer, that should be an easy position for Juho on this next lap. Boomer is struggling with that front wing and he can barely keep up with Blue Jean here, it looks like.
If he is Boomer, what would you do?
Oh, and what is Ponage doing?
He's staying out another lap. This is our real life Mercedes that just keeping Hamilton out forever. It's just gonna...
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, and look at this. Sven is now really close to the back of Lee Wilson here. Sven on fresh medium tires, Lee on old medium tires as they go over the start-finish straight. Sven should have that position into turn 1. Oh, and Lee Wilson went very deep there.
Yeah, and Mesclas just came out in clean air. That's been a great pit stop.
And look at this, Billy against Doomlius. Down to the chicane, and Billy should have that position fairly easy there.
Yeah, them softs are gone.
Definitely.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Poinage and Doomless pit this lap.
Well, I would be very surprised if they don't, so...
Yeah.
To be fair though, I did say that Buma looked like he was struggling a lot, but he is managing to keep his pace up fairly decent. But now we're gonna see Gio on the inside through this flat out right-hander, but Buma manages to keep the position for now.
Boom is actually keeping Blue. Has Blue got damage also? No, he doesn't.
No.
So it looks like Boom is... Blue Jean is just really struggling.
As Polnish is into the pit now, and
It'll be interesting to see where he comes out compared to Mesclas.
Mesclas, we'll have a look at Mesclas then, as he's
Mesclas is coming
into
to the last corner.
final corner now, and he's going to be well ahead of Polnish. Or?
Yeah, he's miles ahead.
Oh yeah. Not even a question, but obviously Polnish is going to have just a tad bit better tires at the end.
Swen's ahead of Poinage.
Oh, that is a bottle.
A strategy bottle.
Oh, and I can see Gio locking up a little there as he's trying to find a way past Boomer. Almost said Bloomer there.
Bloomer. But this is going to be a tough move for Gio just because Boomer still got DRS on Blue Jean, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to be brave on the brakes, or he's going to have to just be very patient, I think.
He needs Blue Jean to push that a little bit harder so he can get
as we have Foggy against Lee Wilson with a tad of Doomless in there too.
Oh, Doomless has actually gone on to hards. Oh, I think Sabetti's round. Yes, he is.
That's... Oh, and what is happening with the racing point of... Who was that? Lee and Doomless, I believe.
Oh, what happened there?
I am not sure what happened there, but, well, they came together.
Oh.
Oh, and that is Lee.
Looks like Doomless clips him and spun him.
It did. And let's see, where is it right now? Ah, this is the place to look now. We have Audio right on the back of Juho. And I think Juho might have wing damage now as they go side by side here.
With tires. Giving up.
So that's the first casualty. To be fair though, lap 10 on our first retirement.
Oh my god, I see why
we have some side-by-side moments here between Juho and Audio right now. And none of them are using DRS down the long straight. But Juho comes back at Audio though into the chicane. But Audio manages to stay ahead.
Audio's got like pretty much no battery left, so he needs to save.
Oh, you are very right there. And Juho has a lot more battery. This seems to be the closest battle on track right now.
What lap do you think these medium runners will have to pit?
I mean, they're probably going to go to soft size, I assume, so...
Probably lap 18, I'm guessing. Actually, no, not that long, actually.
About lap 19, around there.
Yeah. And look at this Mesclas is now behind Juho. So this is a chance for Swen and Poinage to catch up.
It really is, but Poinage seems to have lost a little time to Swen and Mesclas though.
Yeah, 3 seconds behind Swen now.
And I don't know how much of a fight Gio is gonna give Mesclas here, because I can see that Gio actually has front wing damage.
I don't think Juho wants to give up this place because he's fighting RDO right now.
True.
And I think Juho could actually get RDO right now.
Oh, he certainly looks like he's close enough as he goes to the inside line.
Look at Mesclas.
And look at Mesclas, he's gonna go to the outside line,
What a
duo,
move.
Mesclas, and Mesclas just runs away with it.
Just mugged him off.
Completely, too.
A
But look
great
at
move
Audio
from
and
Meslas.
Juho, though. They're still side by side here, going through the flat-out right-hander.
The yellow flag last sector.
Oh, and that is
Oh, there's a
Morris
running.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't know exactly what happened to Juho there, but it looks like he's slowing down his teammate a little right now.
Yeah, Jiho needs to help his teammate right now. Sven's in a good, no, not in a good chance of winning, but a chance of winning. As it looks like Jiho's got
Well,
out of
he's
the way
still
for
in a
him.
good chance of winning, but he's gonna have to get past Juho right now.
And look at Morris. Maybe Morris is a bit of interested into turn one. Is he? I think he is. And the Renault driver is past the Red Bull.
Indeed, yes.
And Mesglass, with which you missed, has passed Boomer.
Yeah, I did notice the switching of the position there.
So
And
Mesglass has a great chance of winning tonight. So Mr.
but look at this
Consistent so
though,
far from F6.
Sven is now lining up Audio for a move on the straight, and he's already past Audio. And it doesn't look like Audio is fighting back at all there.
Yeah, RDO was using no battery in. I think he knows who he's fighting
Oh, and
today.
what about Gaming King on Cablo? Into the chicane, Gaming King on the inside, Cablo on the outside. And he's got the move done, and right behind these two we have El
El
Truco, and El
Truco.
Truco now kinda getting a run on Cablo here.
And Morris Guy and RDO look close, and Billy's pitting. Oh, Billy. Picks up a 5-second penalty.
Well, what can I say, it happens. Morris guy on, well, Billy pitting now, he's going to Hardston.
Yeah, that's early to pick from mediums. And yes, he's on hards. Why has he done that?
Oh, I don't think he's quite aware of what strategy people are doing if he does that, but you know. Oh, anyway,
And
Sven is now right on the back of Boom, actually.
you know what's boys this race up? A cheeky safety car.
Right now with Blue Jin in the lead.
Yeah.
Gifting Blue Jin and Boom a free pit stop.
Yeah. Make
But
the
look at
race
this
exciting,
though,
just like
Sven
Brazil.
is gonna do what he did with Audio on Buma now. Buma looking like he's trying to fight a little more back, but he can't keep Sven
Look
behind
at
now.
Mesglass. Mesglass behind blue now.
Oh, you're right.
This is the last car for Mesglass to pass. And I don't think
After
blue's actually
this,
going
it's
to...
pretty much just conserving his tires. And look at this, he's gonna
Yeah.
try to make a move already. That's not the way you win races. Be patient and go for a move without risk, especially now with the gap he has. Although that gap to
And
Sven isn't that big actually, it's only 2 seconds.
yeah, Mesglass has been held up massively here. It was 3 seconds when Sven passed Boomer.
But Pawnage though, I feel bad for that guy, he's lost a lot of time to these two. As we can see
Yeah,
that Sven, no not Sven, Mestas I mean, goes down the inside of
that was a
Blue Jin
corner call, I
into
think.
turn 1.
So he must have picked up a 1 in there. And I haven't really been paying attention to warnings or penalties.
Oh, I haven't either. It'll be a nice surprise at the end.
It will. Look at Pointage right behind Boomer and RDO. Maybe Pointage can still get podium out of this.
Well, he is in
Net P3,
Net P3,
between
so
RDO and this bit, yeah.
as he's gonna pass Boomer into the chicane. Boomer isn't willing to give it up
Everybody in
without
chat.
a fight
I have
though,
no idea.
but Ponich gets past.
And look at Billy behind Tonic as well.
Billy.
And then Fresh Hearts.
Hard tires though.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's done that.
Oh, but look at Sven. He is right behind Blue Jean now. And I think Sven is being a little more lucky about where he's catching Blue Jean than Mesclas was. But he needs to get past Blue Jean
Yeah.
quickly now.
With them fresh tyres, that traction out of last corner. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, and look at that. It's a brilliant exit by Sven, and he's gonna be up into second already. Just 1.5 seconds off Mesclas.
Charge for the race win now. Second and a half between first and second. I'm not sure what penalties are like.
Well, I guess we'll find out at the end.
Carnage picks up a pen.
And that has definitely thrown him out of the fight for the win then. Well, maybe. We don't know if the two top guys have any penalties yet either, but...
Look at the train. Boomer down to Billy.
Oh, you're right actually. Well, that could be interesting to see, but first we are gonna try to see if Ponage can find his way past Audio though into the chicane.
Yeah.
And Audio just backs off. And then we're gonna move back to this battle between the two horses. And it's a spin for Tvanak. And did Billy get away without wing damage? I think he has wing damage.
It wasn't Billy who hit him, it was Boomer that hit him.
Yeah, but I think Billy might have hit him after.
Oh yeah, Billy's got wing damage. Look at his MP. So Billy surely needs to pick again from another mediums,
look at
I guess.
Sven, he is slightly catching on Mesclas now.
Indeed.
Who's gonna be the first of these two to reach their second win of the season? I'm not sure, I think it could be their second win overall for both of them too. I know it would be Sven's second win overall. I think it would be Mesclas's too, so...
I'm going to look for the F6 standings right now, see if anything's... that's FP.
Right.
So, right now, Mesclas is currently leading ahead of Sven, and they're both on level points on 28 points.
Oh, and Sven is within DRS range now. However, it's Audio right now who has the possibility of making a move, as he is right on the back of Morris Guy heading into the chicane. He's gonna try to go for the inside, and he's gonna get that position. And we can see behind that Foggy is making a move on Boomer in the chicane too. Although they're still side by side actually, heading into the flat out right-hander.
I believe Boomer's still got that damage as well.
Oh, Foggy going very wide there. Yeah, he does, and he's still stretching those tires.
As look at Sven, all over that McLaren now.
We'll have to head up to this then, as we might see the deciding move for the race win in just a matter of a lap or two. As we see that Sven is trying to push Mesclas into a tighter line through turn 1.
Oh, that was a corner cut from Sven.
Yeah, I didn't see penalty popping up, but I will assume that was a warning.
Yeah, as Pony just got past Blue as well.
And it's up into third then, and well, I think the podium is, well, it's not set considering we have Mesclas and Sven fighting, but I think it's set which 3 drivers will end on the podium.
Yeah.
Because the gap behind Ponage will be pretty big, I believe.
As Sven's past the Mesclas, but Mesclas going for a switchback.
Oh, around the outside, out of that corner, and he's gonna keep that position. And you know, we did say that Ponage was out of this, Marshall, but if these two can keep battling, then we never know, Ponage might catch up then.
Or maybe they could take each other out. and then Pointage could give him an easy win like that.
When we have some other people getting close to each other too.
If Pointage pitted a lap earlier, he could be fighting with these guys.
Oh, he would have been. If he pitted before, well, at the same lap
Yeah,
as Sven, I guess, he would have
yeah, lap before
probably
Sven
been ahead
or
of
lap
Mesclas.
10 laps.
Of course,
Then
he's gonna have better tires than Sven and Mesclas at the end, but I just don't think it's gonna make enough of a difference. Gaming
we've
King
got
is in the
Gaming King
pit.
pitting.
That's a
What
little
tyres is
early
he
for
going to go
softs,
on?
I would say.
Yeah. He's on to another set of mediums.
Uh,
So he's doing the 2-stop.
well, he started on the softs, I believe, actually. Thinking about it.
So he's doing softs, mediums,
It
mediums
looks
then.
like it, and we now have Sven getting past Mesclas again, and it doesn't look like Mesclas is gonna be able to come back at him this time.
As Twanic has passed
Oh, and
Ardio.
I might have to bite those words. Audio, though, still to pit.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mesclas had a gear mistake then. I think he went down to second by mistake.
Well, that could be crucial because he's kind of lost the toe a little right now. He's still within DRS, but it's gonna be harder to get back at Sven now.
He's got a DRS will gain him in about a couple of attempts.
Yeah, but that might not be enough though.
I'm kind of tempted to look at pens, but I'm trying to resist not to.
Oh, you will resist not to.
Yeah. As I feel like Mesclas could get Sven into the chicane. Actually, no, it looks like Mesclas is a bit too far.
I think he's too far off, and he's not really pushing for it on this lap. But on the other hand, Cablo though, he is very close to the back of FDRL Foggy right now. But
I think it's
it's gonna
also
be
too
too
far
difficult
behind.
for Cablo
Yeah.
too. What about Mesclas as he's gotten closer to Sven again?
El Truco is close to Morris as well.
Yeah, but not close enough right now.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Somebody bring some fireworks into this.
Not actual fireworks, so please.
Nah, I wouldn't mind that either.
It's fair, it'll be fun. As look at Mesclas, it's got a full battery.
Almost, yeah.
Like, do you think he's just saving the battery for the last few laps for a huge attack?
Oh, I'm not sure. He might be. But why though? Does he have pens maybe? Maybe he thinks he can't get it on track. Or off track at least.
I have no idea. As Panic's behind Blue now, who's yet to pit. So this could be a pretty easy move for the Haas driver. It could be. Depends if Blue's actually going to defend.
Oh, well, he's
Maybe.
catching up, but yeah, Blue's not gonna defend it.
And we're about to lose
Oh,
all our
well, he
gears.
is gonna defend it as he sticks it around the outsider and manages to keep his position. But he's lost the position now, I think, as they're heading into the flat-out right-hander.
Armour Celebrity is on, so it might lose our viewers. Oh no. You probably don't know what Armour Celebrity is, being in Norway.
Nah.
Yeah, I thought so. It's just a really popular TV show in the UK.
Fair enough. Oh,
As
Blue
Mescla,
isn't letting go of Tvanak yet though, and look at this, Mesclas is starting to close up a little as Blue heads to the pit. And Audio does the same. But look at this, Mesclas has gotten really close to Sven again. He's used some ERS now, and Ponage with another penalty.
and RD actually lost
Look
his
at
wing first
this,
lap.
there is different lines from Sven and Mesclas heading onto the long straight, but it definitely looks like Sven got the best run there. And it's not gonna be an opportunity for Mesclas this lap.
And they're actually pulling away from Ponage because these two are both like helping each other in switching and DRS. So,
but look at this though, Gaming King against Morris Guy on fresh soft tires. Should be an easy task then.
Gaming King's only on 3 lap on mediums, but yeah, it should be pretty easy.
Well, considering how far away the soft and mediums were in quali, then yeah. But look at this,
Yeah.
Gaming King is gonna come back at him. Nah.
Oh, he thought about it, I think.
Yeah, it looked like he thought about it.
Let's look at back to the race lead, and also Swen's pulling away a little bit in the last sector, but then Mesclas just gains it back with the DRS.
Yeah, and well...
But
You
it
never
looks
know,
like Swen is
Mesclas
getting
might
away.
be trying to run Sven out of ERS actually.
Oh, Swen's a penalty. Swen's a penalty.
Oh.
Swen's got a penalty. That could be crucial for the race win.
That could be very crucial. Sven will have to push as much as he can now, depending on if Mesclas has a penalty or not, but I cannot remember seeing any penalties for Mesclas.
I literally haven't been paying attention to the penalties at all.
Well, I'm not saying that I have been either, but... You know, I just realized, I don't know if Tvanak has any penalties either, but...
Yeah, I've seen his name pop up once.
Alright, so... Ponage is fairly safe then.
I think so.
But... Down into the flat-out right-hander and they're...
I've got Blue Jean behind for Segura now.
Oh yeah, I noticed. And that is very fresh softs against very worn mediums. But he's not
The reigning
close enough right here though.
P9. Sorry, he's not reigning champion. Boomer's reigning champion. Reigning constructors champion from last season.
Yeah, where's Boomer though?
Boomer is 16th. What's happened between?
Yeah, Boomer. Well, he had a fairly decent start to the race, but he had that wing damage.
Oh yeah,
And I
true.
think that lost him a lot. But look at Blue though, he's gonna try it on V Segra here. He's giving it his all right now. But he couldn't get past there, so...
Maybe into turn 1.
Oh, maybe into the final corner.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah, come on!
Ooh,
oh,
it's hit him. Blue's got damage.
and look at this!
Oh,
and look at this! Look at the alpha of Audio on the inside of the both of them.
Oh, no.
This is not gonna end well, is it? No, it's not.
Oh no.
And Blue Jin and Audio gets through the corner, but V Segra just demolished that corner, I believe. As Audio has demolished that corner.
Paseca's been quite aggressive today, defensively.
Oh, what about the two leaders? Nah, they're already past the long straight. So we'll head back to this battle, heading down the long straight then. Audio is not going to be close enough though, but I believe FTRL Foggy is going to make the move on Gaming King.
And Morris is behind this battle. So Morris could maybe nick a P8 because these guys ahead have got damage. Apart from Paseca's who's just old mediums.
Well, does audio have damage? Oh, he does too.
Yeah, Audio's got damage.
Oh, this could be a
Look
blessing in
how
disguise for Morris
Blue
then.
Jean's gone miles off.
Look at this though, it's gonna be a four-way battle here.
Oh, Fisegra's left.
Alright, it's gonna be a three-way battle then.
And Mesclas is left. Wait, why is everyone leaving?
But
Are people just left for you?
I don't think Mesclas left for me, but Pogo did.
Hold on, let me have a look at this.
Let's see then. Now Mesclas is Ghost, so he's left here.
Oh no.
Oh,
What's happened here?
did we seriously get two guys just instantly lagging out at the same time? And to be fair,
Yeah.
that's kind of killed the battle for the lead, because unless Mesclas joins back very quickly now, Sven is going to be able to extend that gap to around 3 seconds pretty quickly, so...
Ponich needs to gain 8 seconds on Mesclas, and
Well,
he needs to pull away for a few more
Ponich has
seconds.
at least 2 penalties too though, so...
Yeah.
I don't know how many Mesclas have, if he have any, but... He's gonna have to
What's
catch a
hap-
lot and pull away.
That's weird. I want to know what happens between them two drivers.
Yeah, look at this though, the battle for the lead is just completely over now. Mesclas hasn't joined back and Sven has almost pulled that gap up to 3 seconds already.
Yeah, we've got a battle here between Morris and Audio for P8.
Well, to be fair though, would Mesclas have completed more than 90% of the race? Oh, and look at that, that is a dive and a half by Gaming King on Foggy and Blue there. Into the final corner, and he should have wing damage from that, I believe.
I'm not sure if it is 90%, but we'll probably find out after the race.
Well, I am pretty certain, because me and Dre were on for a 1-2 last season in Singapore, but he lost that because he didn't finish 90% of the race. Or he didn't drive 90% of the race.
And I think Mesclas is going to keep his second at least. But what a shame to end the race, like race battle for the win.
Oh, I'm not sure. You gotta do a little more than 24 laps to have done 90% of this race.
Oh.
I'm not sure, I know, but...
And none of them have rejoined. Have they not got spare invites?
That sounds unlikely. There's usually... Blue
You should get that
is usually
free.
sending
Oh,
out...
Mesclas is back.
Well, there is Mesclas. So he's
he's
gonna
gonna
make it then. He's not gonna get the win anymore, but...
That's heartbreaking for the McLaren driver. But second is still pretty good.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but when we have a battle between Juho and Billy. But as I was going to say though, I think Mesclas is gonna be a little annoyed by that, but I think he's still gonna be pretty happy with that second because, well, it will be his third podium in a row. GP2 connection. And look at this, Billy on Juho. He's gonna make the move before the straight.
But no, Juho's got DRS.
Yeah, but he's gotten a very bad exit though. Oh, and we have Morris guy first actually on audio here. He's trying to find a way past.
Juho on Billy, is he going to do it? Thinks better of it for this lap. And when I saw the people leave, I thought it was my internet at first.
Yeah, I thought so too, and then when you said said it too, then I realized, alright, it's not us then.
As Sven starts the final lap of the
Oh,
race.
he has. But we are gonna keep an eye on this battle between Juho
Oh
and
yeah,
Billy for a little longer before Sven gets to the line.
Lee Wilson, I think he wants to be lapped by Sven just to get the race over and done with, I think. Or doing something.
Could be, could be. And look at this, Gaming King on Blue Jean into turn 1. And where's Sven Marshall, if you can keep us updated on him.
Okie dokie.
So we don't miss him for the second week in a row.
It's coming up to the flat out right turn right now.
Alright.
He is in the last sector now. He's got a few more corners to go. As the
And
Dutchman.
we'll jump over to Sven then to make sure that we do catch him this time as he's heading into the final few corners now in round 3 around France, as he's gonna take his second win of the season, his second win in a row actually, and his second win in PSGL overall. So great start to the season by the winner of the day, Sven the man. Then
Extends the
second would be
championship lead over
Mesclas,
Mesclas.
finishing just behind. Then Pornage in third. Spanak a little further behind, but he's going to be finishing in fourth. Yeah, then El
El
Truco finishing
Truco
fifth.
takes fifth. Oh, Cablo
And
fourth.
Cablo jumps up to fourth on penalties. Then we'll have
Sabetti
Sabetty and
seventh.
Sabetty. Well, I believe Sabetty's actually made up quite a... Oh, and look at this train going over the line. Audio, then Morris Guy, then FTRL Foggy. And
Gaming
that
King
was...
in P11. Can he jump up? No, but Blue Jean goes to 11th.
Oh, and
Boomer
Boomer jumps to 12th.
12th.
Callum
Anderson
Anderson jumps to 4th.
13th.
How many penalties did Billy have?
About 800.
And as we can see, Gaming Almonda saying in the chat, Mesclas would have won without that disconnect. Sven is very lucky, and
Yeah.
he actually would have, because Sven didn't just have one penalty in the end, I think, yeah, or did he? Well, we figure it out
I
in a
think he
moment.
just had one, yeah.
It was a little closer than I can remember then. Still points, and even though Pornage kind of missed out on that fight for the win there in the end, the two Mercedes is having a good race too. Third
Sven had
and
8 seconds
sixth.
of pens. Mesclas only had 3.
So he did have more than 3 seconds then. But nonetheless, it's Sven the man, the winner of the race today. And if you can get the podium finishers into the party then, Marshall.
Oh, hold on. I need to charge my controller. It's about to die.
Alright, well, with that in mind, it's Sven the man going from second to first for the win today. We have Mesclas moving from third to second. Pornage losing 2 positions with probably a bad pit strategy by Pornage today, but still getting a third and a podium. Cablo from fourth to fourth, so actually retaining his position there. Twanak from 6th to 5th, then we have El Truco from 8th to 6th, Saberi from 9th to 7th, Audio from 11th to 8th, Morris Guy from 18th to 9th, so a good race by Morris Guy today, and then FTRL Foggy rounding up the top 10 and the point
Come on,
scorers.
guys. Can you please appear online?
And Marshall, could you turn off the sound from your stream?
I haven't got the sound on my stream.
Are you sure?
It's a mute. My phone's a mute.
Oh, I could hear it in the background, but I think at least.
Nah, it's
Might be a
mute.
small echo then. Well, I don't think I've heard it earlier, so hopefully it
that
hasn't
better?
been too bad. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had someone the other day saying there was an echo. I think it was actually Greeny when I was doing FP.
Oh, and I can
Why
see
can I
that
not find
Callum
Pond?
Anderson isn't very happy about Blue Gene in turn 1 today, apparently.
I
King Hova, that is El Truco, isn't it?
It is indeed.
He's
I
saying points are points.
Who got second? Oh, it was Mesclas.
Mesclas.
Yeah. Shows how good my memory is. And
It
third
does.
was Pornage.
Yes.
Oh my god, why can I not find Pornage on my friends list?
Do you need me to spell it out?
No, I've got him on my friends list. I don't know if it's appearing offline or something. I don't think it is. Never mind. I'm just being a mong.
So, pretty much same old, same old.
Indeed. Where is he? Mr. Pornage, where are you on my friends list? There you are.
Well, let's see if we get the podium finishers in then. Well, we have one here already.
Mesclas has joined.
So that's one. There's two. And there is three. So, do you want to start off with Pawnage then, Marshall?
Hello, Pornage.
Hello again.
I haven't spoken to you for a while.
Nope, been good 40 minutes.
Good morning again.
Good morning again.
So, in qualifying, was you surprised to get pole by like 2-3 temps, firstly?
I wouldn't say surprised. I was pretty pleased with my laps. I was more surprised that I beat Sven, to be honest, and Mesclas, because I thought it was going. I didn't think I was going to beat them. It was really just a very good lap. Didn't make much difference in the bloody end, though, did it?
Well, we still got P3, solid result.
Yeah, solid result.
I think El Trico got 5th, so good points for Mercedes.
As we said at the start, before, we're going to jump up them rankings.
Yep. And what? Can I just ask you what you thought about your strategy? Because he extended the softs one extra lap compared to Sven.
Yep.
Like, why did he? Yeah, me and Sandra was a bit confused why he stayed out.
I thought that the mediums would have less life at the end than they did. It turns out they're absolutely fine. I mean, I had tons of life left on them, so I think I would have been a bit closer if I pitted the same lap as the other boys. So I'm a bit disappointed about that, but I've still got. They had much better pace than me, so well done, Sven. Well done, Mesclas.
Yeah, I think these two were fighting most of the race after the pit stops, and the gap was just getting bigger and bigger between them guys just because of the slipstream and DRS. It's so costly if you don't have it. So
I didn't even know that. I didn't even think about that. But fair dues. I mean, if you're gonna put away using DRS, it's a sensible strategy. So I would have done the same.
Yeah, it's good racing from these two today before the connection issues or something. But
yeah, great racecraft. Excellent race by them too. They're looking pretty unstoppable.
Yeah, they've extended championship lead now. They both have 1-2s, 1-2s.
Yep.
And last question is, when you saw Mesclas disconnect, did you think you could sneak a P2, or did you?
I mean, it's not a nice way to sneak a P2, but I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh, could I do it? But I mean, we connected. He had done all the legwork before that, so fair in the end.
Yeah, and on to Canada next week. How are you feeling about that?
I was feeling confident about France until I came third, so I mean, I'm just going to play it by ear. It's a track I like. I think it's going to be a battle with the same people again.
Yeah, maybe another pole.
Well, if I'm not going to win the races, at least I'll go for the poles. So hopefully.
Yeah, Well, P3 is still very good.
No, I mean, I'll take it, absolutely take it. Just wish
Yeah.
I was and just need to get a bit closer to fellas in front because I want to close that gap.
Yeah, for sure. These guys are just running away with it, like you said.
Yep.
Thank you for your time, Ponage, and well done, you P3.
No, well done, and thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I have one more question for Pornage before we
Okay.
end off with him. So, Pornage, obviously today, great result for not just you, but both the Mercedeses. You had your teammate down in 6th too, so...
Oh, was it sixth?
I mean, the drivers, it might seem a little difficult with Mesclas and Sven here, but the constructor, though, your team is looking solid there. Do you think the possibility is good there for a win?
Well, we're going to keep on plugging away. I mean, we moved up from last week, so we got a few more points for the team, and hopefully we'll creep up the constructors. But I'm not ruling out the drivers' championship just yet. So hopefully I can get a win and
That
close
is
the
great
gap.
to hear. Well, nonetheless, then congratulations on your first podium of the season, and good luck for Canada.
Thank you very much.
And I guess I'll move on to Mesclas then, and Mesclas, hello there.
Hello, everyone.
There you are. So, first
Good
of all,
morning.
great race there. Quali, I don't know, did you just struggle to get a lap in, or...
No, I think the lap was okay, but I was simply not so fast as they were. I think I could do best, but yeah, simply not my day.
Well, you say that, but you were very much on par in race, though. Qualies and everything, as they say. And, well, going on to the race, you got a great start, almost managing to get past Sven pretty quickly there, and actually forcing Sven into losing a few positions. At that point, did you think that your chances, like, what did you think your chances was at the win at that point?
Yeah, I thought that I had a great chance after that incident, but you know, karma is a bitch, so I made a huge mistake when passing Sven, and my network turned against me.
Alright, well, that's the way to look at it, but
Deserved it.
still, at least you passed when you were in second. You were catching up to Ponage. You ended up passing him. Then you pitted, and you saw Ponage, well, not pitting and keep moving on. Did you think that he would be able to pull something off, or were you pretty confident that he wouldn't be able to?
On that moment, when I pitted and saw Ponage continue on track with those soft tires, I thought, okay, it's done. Ponage will not manage to maintain the gap to me, and yeah.
Alright, well.
But I thought, oh, okay, I pitted earlier, and maybe I will get some traffic. Maybe there will be a chance of Ponage reduce the difference. But yeah, fortunately I had luck because we had a moment with Svendeman teammates, and I managed to pass him and Arios very quickly. And on that moment I thought, okay, the luck is on my side today. At least on those moments.
Well, then after that, obviously, we went on to you and spent pretty much just carving your ways through the traffic to get up to first and second, and after that, obviously, then it was the battle between you and Sven, and obviously it looked very close there, and if it weren't for the disconnect, do you think the win would have been yours then?
I don't know if I'm sure that I will not pass Sven because Sven on the straight was so quickly. I don't know why. If it was because he had a bigger differential, and I don't know. But when I saw the penalties and saw that Sven had 5 seconds, I thought, oh fuck, I could win this with penalties, because I think I only had 3 seconds, so it was possible to win, but yeah, disconnect.
And then the karma struck. Unfortunately for you today. Still though, second place and third podium in a row to start off the season is a great way to start off. And next week we head to Canada, so what are you aiming at there?
I don't know because I don't race on Canada for so long, so I don't have any expectation.
Alright, well, that's fair enough. I'm sure you're gonna be up there, as it looks like you seem to be one of the more dominant drivers this season. But anyway, good luck for Canada and congratulations with second place today.
Thank you.
And Marshall.
On to Sven. Sven, are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Congrats on your second win of the season, and I believe your second win in PSGL.
That's right. Thank you.
It's a bit fortunate, you must say, for Mesclas's disconnect. So, what's your thoughts on that quickly?
Well, I knew I had more penalties than him, so I knew that in the end I would have lost. But my friend in the party who was watching the stream said that he disconnected, and yeah, it was my race to win actually. Mesclas and me were on the same pace, but I had more penalties, so without the disconnect I think Mesclas should have won this race.
Yeah, there's always luck in motorsport and league racing, so it just wasn't Mesclas is his day, but it's been your day, so you take 4 points and extends the championship lead over Mesclas. So you're now first in the standings by a few points. So do you think you can carry on and win the title, or is it step by step, like race by race?
Well, it's looking really good right now between me and Mesclas. We are like on top together, but in the middle of the calendar, races like Canada, Monaco, Hungary, I'm just really shit at those tracks, so I really need to practice for those tracks to be able to score some good points and then hopefully win the championship.
I did not realise Monaco was on the calendar. Shit.
You and me both.
So yeah, I forgot what I was going to ask now. Yeah, so you and Mesclas was pretty much same pace as soon as you both pitted, and when you was going your way through the field, did you feel like you could catch Mesclas and pass him, or do you think it was a bit lucky that you got caught up to the slower cars quicker?
I think I was a bit faster when I was behind Mesclas after the pit stops, but when he was in my DRS, so when I passed him, we were on the same pace. He of course had the DRS, and I had a lot of straight line speed. So, it was close. It was Mesclas' race to win, really.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Mesclas today, but that's, like I said, that's league racing and motorsport for you. It can be cruel.
Yeah.
And on to next week, Canada. What's your thoughts on that? Maybe, I think 3 wins in a row if you win next week.
I don't think I will win this at Canada. I probably have to change my wing an extra time because I hit the wall or something. I will be lucky when I finish like P7 or something.
Oh wow, so low expectations. Mesclas, this is your chance. But yeah, you never know. You could be huge bottles by the leaders. You could still maybe nick a podium or something more.
Hopefully.
And Sanjay, you got any questions from Sven?
I have one. Sven, do you plan to not be present on one race?
Maybe in
At least
January.
once, Sven.
Maybe in January when when it's my birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Okay, Mesclas, you got any questions?
No.
well, good thing Mesclas covered me there because like he stole my question, obviously. Well, I don't really have any more questions then, so
Actually, I've got one
can
more question for Mesclas. Why did he not use your battery? You're saving it all race.
Okay, so I tried to save my battery to the last 5 laps. Basically, it was when I disconnected because I knew that if I use my battery, I will overtake Sven. But then it will be his time to save some battery and then pass me. So I try to make him to use his battery and make mistakes and then attack.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was doing, but just unfortunate with the timing, you got lagged out.
Yeah, and I had luck because I was with Joruru on the chat, and it was him who said, "You disconnected." No, but and I said, "No, I am on the session. Everybody disconnected, but me not." So
Oh, I know that feeling.
he said, "Okay, quit and rejoin." Yeah, and I was checking the invites to see if I have a duplicate, and I had, so I'm lucky. So, yeah.
Yeah, that disconnect was so unfortunate. Me and Sandre was just watching you. It was just great racing between you both. And it's a shame it had to end that way. So, yeah, great racing by you two.
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed more than the Bahrain race because there was a big distance. I preferred this kind of race.
I will
If I'm
try
being
my
honest,
best.
I can't remember last week's race.
Well, I'm not surprised, Marshall. I am not surprised.
Okay, you remember it, Sandre, though.
Vaguely. I wasn't hoping you were going to ask that, but still, though, congratulations to you today, then, Sven, on the win, and good luck for Canada.
Thank you.
And well, I think we've taken our time here, Marshall, but now
A
it's
very long time.
time for our driver of the day nominees, and your first one.
I was just going to be boring and say Mesclas.
Well, I gotta be honest, I'm not gonna be much more fun, but I'm gonna say Sven. And then for the
And
last one,
I'm trying to think who did well. Um,
I mean, we had Morris going
actually, I
from
was
18th to 9th.
yeah, that's good. But you could say I'm a little biased, but El Truco, don't forget, was down in 13th.
There we, there we go. All right, well,
El Truco was 13th and got back to that 5th or something. So
all right, so El Truco it is then. A little biased from Marshall there. We'll let it slide. Well, then the driver of the day nominees are Sven the Man,
Mesclas.
Mesclas, and oh my god, my
Bloody
memory.
hell, El Truco.
El Truco. My memory faded
Old man.
very quickly there. I am. Well, I'm not that old, but still.
Got a walking stick already.
That joke. Well, I think we've kept the stream running long enough now, so I guess it's time to finish off. So this has been PSGL Season 24 F6 Round 3 around France. We got to see Sven running away with the win in the end after an unfortunate disconnect from Mesclas running in second, very closely behind. And then with Ponage sneaking his way onto the podium after kind of a weird strategy with running the softs a little too long, but still a great race by him too. I've been Sandra Sorhaug, joined by Lewis Marshall in comms today. We are the Mong brand. So with that, if you want to see some more racing, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will be back next week.
Or if